back to a new video. In today's video I'm going to be doing a happy birthday set, especially for Madam Glam, and to celebrate their birthday they've given me a 40% off code for you guys, which is NatMugHB. I'll leave all the information in the description box below. So I'm using right, I'll just go over the colours. So the first one I've got here is Perfect White. I'm going to tell you them as I go because I didn't do a very good job of showing them. So this is Perfect White. We're going to put 2 coats of this on the nail. Each coat is cured in my Madam Glam, I can't think what the name of the lamp is. It's the one with a pretty pattern on. Anyway, it's cured in that for 30 seconds. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, the dots were minted dots from Nail Sugar. You can use code NatMug10 to get 10% off your Nail Sugar order. And by the way, the 40% off code is well worth taking advantage of Madam Glam because their gel polishes are beautiful. So that's the second coat. That's going in the lamp. We're going to forget about that now for a minute. The next nail, I am going to use Perfect White again. I'm going to do 2 coats, but I'm only going to take this about halfway down the nail, and then I'm going to use an ombre brush to fade the white gel polish down, and then I'm just going to flick it, flick, and we're just going to we're going to do like an ombre but with fresh air. More of a fade. We want the tip to be see-through. So I'm going to go in with my second coat. This one I do take a little bit further down because I felt like I wanted it just that little bit further down, but it kind of adds to the ombre as well. So I'm going to do the same thing again. I find it easier if I flick from left to right as opposed to up and down. Some people can do a really good ombre like using the brush the other way. I don't know, I just prefer doing it this way. So this doesn't have to be absolutely perfect because we are going to sort of cover it but not really cover it completely, so don't worry if it's not like amazing. I'm going to go over this now with Madam Glam's base gel. I'm not going to cure this. I'm just going to put a nice thin, you don't want a really thick coat because you don't want the nail to start getting bulky, but you want this to have a nice even coverage. You want it to be a nice even coat, layer coat, you know. What am I about? And then we're going to pick up these dots using a dotting tool, and I'm going to put more dots at the cuticle area, and as I go down the nail the dots are going to decrease in size, so I'm going to use the smaller dots, but also they're not going to be as compact at the free edge as what they are at the cuticle end. So I'm going to let you watch me do this, and we're putting this on that uncured base coat, so I will come back to you in a second. Okay, so I think that is going to be enough. I'm going to pop that into the lamp once I am happy, and then we're going to go over with some base coat. This is just to try and smooth the nail out, because with all those dots, if we top coated it straight away, it would end up bumpy. But I do actually go ahead and decide that I want to put a little bit of builder gel over the top as well. So I'm going to use Madam Glam's Pure Serenity. This is their clear builder gel. You could do this instead of the base coat. I just wasn't sure what to do at the time. The base coat didn't quite do enough, so I thought, well, we'll just put a layer of this over. So I'm just going to put a nice even coat of this on. And remember, if you're doing a long nail, you want to make sure that you give it a little bit of structure, so you want to make sure you get your apex and everything in. But if you're doing this just as a gel polish set on natural nails, then you don't have to worry too much about that. I mean, if they're quite long nails, you'll probably want to give it a bit of an apex anyway, but yeah, anyway, I'll hold it upside down as well for a little bit before I pop it in the lamp. Then I'm going to clean off the tacky layer with some isopropyl alcohol, and I will then give it a quick file. I'm not going to file it too much. I just want to make sure that it's nice and smooth, ready to top coat. If I over file it, I'm going to file into the dots, and we don't really want to do that, otherwise we'll lose the design. So just be careful. I'm just feeling it here to feel if there's any bumps in it. And if I do feel any bumps, then I'm just going to go over and file a bit more. Once you're happy, just going to clean it off with some more isopropyl alcohol, just get rid of the dust, and then we can top coat. Okay, so I'm going to use Madam Glam's No White Top Gel to now top coat this nail, obviously. This is the bit that I like. I quite like that the tip on this nail is a see-through nail. So I'm just going to faff a little bit. I've just walked my dog and he's wet because he's had to have a bath because he got all muddy and he's going all mad now. He's having a mad 5 minutes. Okay, so I'm going to use Honest Sky now for the next nail. This is just going to be a very simple plain colour nail. I don't want to do anything drastic or, you know, so this is just going to be purely 2 coats of colour. So that's the first coat. Again, 30 seconds in the lamp and then another coat. Now, I did forget to top coat this because I thought I was going to go back to this nail. Initially, I was going to do something on it, and then I decided not to. So what I do is I done my colour, and then before I top coated it, Teddy, will you stop? Before I top coated, yeah, I done the colour and then I left it because I thought I won't do that yet because I might add something to it. So, but I do use Velvet Matte Top Coat on that one. Then I'm taking the Vivid Purple. This one is gorgeous, and I've got Perfect Black as well. This is just their simple black. They're simple, plain black. And I've got my Natalie Mugridge detailer brush. I'm going to use this. I've put some colour on the bottom of my palette. I've got some of that purple, and in a minute, I was going to say a little while or in a minute, I'm going to put some black and white on as well, so we can add some shading to this balloon. This is a balloon. You can make this as big or as little as you want. I wanted it to be big-ish, but not massive. Am I making sense? I don't know, but I'm literally just going to draw out a balloon shape, and then I'll get back to you in a second. Okay, so don't forget you need that little bit at the bottom that you tie up on the balloon, that little nipple bit. I don't know what it's called. Nipple. It's not really a nipple. And I've popped that in the lamp to cure. I do like to flash cure every now and then. Now I'm using a bit of base coat and a bit of black, and I'm just going to add some shading to the outside edges of the balloon. I just want to make it a little bit darker. You're not going to notice it too much because the balloon is that nice deep purple anyway, but I mix it with base coat to sort of dilute the black. I don't want it that harsh, and it just, yeah, so you can add as much or as little base coat as you want. And then I'm doing the same thing to the white, and we're going to add, like, because you know when you see a light on a balloon, you get the white, you can actually see the white light, the white of the light reflecting on the balloon. So we're adding, oh my goodness, what is this? We're adding some white, which is going to be the light reflecting off the balloon. I don't know if I'm making sense tonight. I'm really quite tired now. This video is going to be another late one. I'm not doing very well at the minute this week at uploading videos on time, but I needed to get this video up today because I want you to make the most of Madam Glam's 40% off for their birthday. So don't forget, my code you can use is NatMugHB, all in caps. That will get you 40% off your order. So now what I'm doing is, with the black not diluted, I'm just going to go around the outside just to outline the balloon. And then every balloon needs a string, so we're just gonna draw on a, I'm just gonna do this in black. I was gonna try and make it a curly whirly one, but that sounds a bit dodgy. Not a poo, not a curly whirly poo. Oh dear God. Right, stop. Okay, there we go. That's gonna be the string. Pop that up to cure. Then I'm going to use the Velvet Matte Top Coat from Madam Glam. This one is really nice. It does leave the nail really nice and velvety. So this is going to go over the whole nail to start with. I sometimes find with matte top coats in general that sometimes you get little bits that cure around the neck of the bottle. I don't know, not just this one, on like all of them. And I wonder if it's me, but I don't think it is, because I usually do the lid up and then I stick it away straight away. I'm going to use the no wipe top coat to go over the balloon, because balloons are shiny. It's just like the law. It's a bit like people must love glitter. It's like the law. So we're going to go over the balloon with some no wipe top coat. I'm using my brush just to carefully move the top coat to the very edge of the balloon. You don't want to go over, and you don't have to worry too much about the nipply bit at the bottom. That you can just leave that if you want to. I do put a little bit on, but if you're worried that you're gonna, you know, go over the lines, then I honestly wouldn't worry too much, but I think I did in the end. Okay, so pop that in the lamp to cure, and then that is that nail done. I actually quite like that nail, even though it's pretty simple. This next nail, I'm going in with some base coat again, and we're not going to cure this. And we're going to put some, again, you want quite, you don't want to be too, what's the word? You don't want to be too tight with it, but you don't want to like flood the nail with the top coat. And then what I'm going to do is we're going to go through the center of this nail with a marble. So I'm going to put some of these dots in the sort of the top right hand corner and the bottom left side, if you see what I mean. You'll see what I mean in a minute, because I'm going to put the marble going in from the top right down to the bottom left. So once I'm happy with how that looks, I'm going to pop that into the lamp. I just realised I got top coat on my finger then. I'm now going to put some of the white onto my palette, and then into the white I am going to put a little bit of Honest Sky. I didn't want too much. I just wanted, because I kind of, yeah, and especially the purple. I didn't want too much purple, because I didn't want that to, it's quite a vivid colour, like obviously, because that's the name of it. But it's quite a dark colour in comparison to the others, so I didn't want to put too much in. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over the top with the blooming gel. So we're going to put this on the nail. We're going to cover the whole nail with this. When we put this on, we're not going to cure it. We're going to, no, I was going to say a bit like what we do with the base coat. If you don't have this, you can use base coat. The base coat does the job, but I don't know if it does the job as well as the blooming gel, because the whole idea of blooming gel is that when you put other colours on it, it helps sort of disperse that colour. So I'm just going to run my little needle tool through the gel polish that I put on the palette, and then I've picked it up using my ombre brush, and can you see I am moving it down the nail and making a nice marble. And then on either side of the marble we have got those dots which kind of tie in with the other nail. So once I'm happy, you can leave it for a few seconds just to sort of disperse a little bit more. I'm going to just leave it like that. I'm going to pop it in the lamp to cure. And then again with this one, I'm going to go over with some builder gel, builder in a bottle, just so that I can get rid of the any lumpy bits, because if I top coated this, it would, I'm a bit, you don't have to do this, but if it was my nail, I'd want it to be completely smooth. I don't know, I'm just a little bit weird like that. If there were like lumps and bumps in it, I'd be a little bit so I'm going to cure that for 30 seconds, and then when it comes out, clean it off, clean the tacky layer off, and then as I did before, I'll just go over gently with my file. I'm not going to be too rough, because all I'm literally doing is getting out the like any ridges or lumps or anything. So just be careful. Use the softer side, the less coarse side of your file. So the higher the grit, the finer it is. So you'll want to use like the 180 side because that will be the less coarse. Yeah. So I'm just, as I go, I'm just feeling the nail just to check that there's no ridges. And then once I'm happy, I will again like just clean it off. And look, now I'm buffing. And then I will give it a wipe over, ready to top coat. There we are. I actually quite like this nail. I wasn't sure at first, but I kind of liked it. And then we're going to use the no wipe top coat to go over this nail. And because I've used the purple in the balloon, so I wanted to tie the purple in on another nail so that it kind of brought the whole set together. There we go. That's going to go into the lamp, and I'm going to put them all together. And oh, you can't really see here, but I'm going to show them all together. I hope you did like this set. If you did, please leave me a like. If you haven't already, do consider subscribing. Don't forget to make the most of the 40% off code to celebrate Madam Glam's birthday. And I will see you beautiful lot on Thursday with a new video. Bye, love you.